Wrestling Rampage here, back with another video.
We are back right here on Wrestling Rampage with another WWE Night of Champions 2013 review. This isn't another, it's just a 2013 review. September 15th, 2013 at the Joe Louis Arena in Detroit, Michigan. First match on the card was for the WWE Intercontinental Championship when said champion Curtis Axel takes on Kofi Kingston.
How many times has Kofi Kingston had an Intercontinental title opportunity on these Night of Champions?
Too many.
Well, this will be the same time he loses his Intercontinental title opportunity.
kind of like R-Truth. But and of course, Axelmania Curtis Axel retains his WWE IC title. Next match on the card is a Fatal 4-Way for the WWE Divas Championship when Naomi takes on Brie Bella, takes on Natalya versus champion AJ Lee.
Well, I could give two shits about Naomi and Brie Bella. I'm saying that right here, right now. The only two I think are worthy is Natalya and AJ Lee, so I'm glad AJ Lee won.
Yeah, she retained her Divas Championship. Next match on the card is for the World Heavyweight Championship when Alberto Del Rio takes on Rob Van Dam.
Get him, Rob!
Get him, Rob! But then again, this is actually one of the first times that actually Rob has got any title opportunity.
Besides the U.S. title
yeah.
at SummerSlam.
You know, I mean...
Against Dean Ambrose on a kickoff show. And Rob should have won, of course.
Well,
and of course...
Rob did win, but it was by DQ.
He did win the World Heavyweight Championship.
That's right. If you win the match by disqualification, you do not get the championship belt. And that's the one thing that the champion has the advantage on when you come into a championship match.
I'm going to say it should have been Rob.
It should have been Rob. Rob Van Dam did win, but, Alberto Del Rio keeps the belt. Next match on the card is The Miz versus Fan Dang.
Was this when he was struggling?
Yeah, kind of.
The only time I seen him win was against Chris Jericho,
which was bullshit.
Or on Main Eventer Superstars.
Yeah,
being honest, he's a Main Event Superstars guy now.
Pretty much, yeah, he is.
And back then, Fandango was pretty good back then, but now he's just a Main Event Superstars guy.
Well, as you can tell, he struggled.
I could tell. I bet you The Miz beat him.
Yes, The Miz beat him by submission. Next match is a no disqualification 2-on-1 handicap match.
Oh, WWE love these handicap
matches. That's right. When Paul Heyman and Curtis Axel take on CM Punk. And if Paul Heyman doesn't compete in this match, he will be fired from the WWE, which I think he's been fired like 6 times, but we won't get into that.
Nah, and was he wearing his jumpsuit?
Yes, yeah, the jumpsuit with the tape on.
Yeah. That's his wrestling tights.
Or if you go back into the 80s and he had the big sweater with the white pants.
And don't forget the BBDs.
That's right.
The blue fucking undies that he wore in Bash 1990.
Oh, God.
Jim Cornette stripped him.
But,
and I think Phil picked up the win here, didn't he?
No, he actually did not.
No?
Paul Heyman...
Some of these are a blur to me, so...
Paul Heyman and Curtis Axel end up winning because, of course, it was, 2-on-1, and CM Punk was, this is when Paul Heyman turned on Punk. So...
Yeah. Well, some of this shit's blurred to me.
Well, 2013 wasn't the best year. Next match is for the WWE United States Championship. When the champion Dean Ambrose, who didn't defend that title like he should have when he had the U.S. title, takes on The Zigzag Man, Dolph Ziggler.
I'm going to have to say Dean Ambrose probably retained right here against Dolph.
Yes, he did. Even though, I mean, I like Dean, and I still like Dean, but when you're a champion, and of course this doesn't go with WWE rules nowadays, apparently, but back in the old school days, if you didn't defend that title within 30 days, you were stripped of that title.
Yeah.
And I feel...
I guess WWE don't go by the memo.
Yeah, they don't go by the memo because he went like 3 or 4 months without defending the belt.
Yeah.
So, this is actually a rare time that he did. Yeah, he retains the U.S. Championship. Next match is for the WWE Tag Team Championships, when the rest of the Shield, Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins, who were the tag champs at the time, take on the Prime Time Players, which their first run was the shits and their second run wasn't that bad.
Well, I have to go with Seth Rollins and Hoo-Ha.
And, yes, the White Power Ranger and Hoo-Ha did pick up the win.
Of course.
Thank
so
God.
for the primetime players, that's an easy fucking.
That's an easy win, huh? And then the main event of WWE Night of Champions 2013 was for the WWE Championship, when Randy Orton takes on Daniel Bryan. And Randy Orton was the champion at this time, going into Night of Champions. So.
And Daniel Bryan picks up the win.
Yes, he does.
And becomes the WWE champion. And then probably surrenders it the next day on Raw. I'm just saying, he's always injury prone.
Well, at this time, he was having these championship opportunities, but he wasn't running with them. Like when he lost to fucking Kane in 8 seconds or whatever it fucking was. You know, it was some politicking bullshit sometimes, you know. But that was the WWE Night of Champions 2013 review right here on Wrestling Rampage. And don't forget to like us on Facebook, facebook.com/WrestlingRampage2. Follow us on Twitter @WrestleRampage. And hit that subscribe button. We got one more Night of Champions review to do. We got a prediction video coming right up here on Wrestle Rampage for for WWE Night of Champions 2015, coming on this Sunday night on the WWE Network for only $9.99. And we want to thank you so much for your guys' support right here on Wrestle Rampage. We want to thank you so much for that. We want to thank you for your comments, your likes, your subscriptions. We want to thank you for everything. Thank you so much. And, Wrestling Rampage is like that cream that rises to the top. That's right, the cream of the crop.
And nobody does it better.